Hi there. Thanks for joining me. If you're new here, welcome. I'm Catherine. I'm doing some work here on Samuel Titmarsh and the Great Hoggarty Diamond. Personally, I've never heard of this book. The name Titmarsh sounds like a name Dickens would come up with. He loved collecting odd names. And Titmarsh sounds like something either Dickens or Beatrix Potter would come up with. She liked names too, like Tiggy Winkle and such. Anyhow, when I kept calling him Samuel Titmarsh, and I thought, you know what, we need to put Samuel on the cover. So I looked through all the books I had of various little old-time characters. I wanted a dapper-looking character, not necessarily human. And I came across this fellow here. So, you know what? I just thought, let's I need to I want to get around that tail in case I want all of him. This is the kind of book, this one, and I'll show you what it is in a second. Thrift store find that I don't worry too much about just tearing a page out. Some books I want the whole folio carefully pulled out, so I take the time to cut the threads. This kind of book, I just call it a cutter because I know I only want it for the illustrations. So I don't mind just tearing pages or cutting pages out of it. It's a cute book. It's just called A Catland Companion, and it's just, for a cat lover, this book is heaven. It's just all old-fashioned Victorian type pictures of kitty cats, and they would dress them up and have them getting into all kinds of mischief and activities. Very cute. So I found who I think would be a very handsome Samuel Titmarsh. So, and we're going to find a way to make him work. So let me make sure I am in screen. And let's hope the little bear lets us work on this. So now I want to put this in here. Scissors. So we're just going to fussy cut. I get a lot of the extraneous paper already off, so it's not, doesn't get in my way. That would have been too big anyways, so no loss. I hate when I go ahead and cut and I didn't check the back in case it's a better picture than what I want to use on one side, which is what I just did. Fortunately, we lucked out. This one I will save, and it will get used somewhere else. I'm leaving that edge. I'm not cutting it right to the edge in case I want to be able to glue it down and make a journaling card out of it. I'd rather give it a fresh edge once it's glued to its new paper, so that will get put away into my little animals DVD holder. Hold on, let me see where our little friend is. Okay, you go lay down and have a sleep. Lie down. Good girl. Lie down. Good girl. Every day, a little bit, we get little victories. Now I'm going to fussy cut this. You might look at it and go, oh, that's overwhelming. If you're new to it, the pros will think, oh, come on, Catherine, that's a piece of cake. And it really is. It's not that bad. I am going to divide it into 2 characters because I'm not sure I want to use this little character. I may just want the dapper looking fellow in the waistcoat. Now, what are you doing back? I thought you were lying down. So let's just take this and we're going to go in here and go up. That way we can still use the other kitty cat even on this page. If I opt, you know what, I did like him, then I can. But if not, he could get used for something else. So I'm just going to put him aside for now. Now our Samuel, I'm not going to bother with the cigarette. It's tiny. It would be very irritating to fussy cut around. He's going to lose some of his whiskers there. He won't mind. We'll assume that he shaved that morning. And that way we can just fussy cut around. But it will be evident that this gentleman obviously has the money to go somewhere and get his boots shined. So I just do little bits here and there and then take away the paper. I don't try and, you know how sometimes, say at Christmas when you have those yummy clementines and you try and peel it all in one peel, you try and get all one peel off of your orange. I don't do that when I'm fussy cutting. So I'm not going to worry about these shadows. I'm actually going to go up and take the shadows off. I'm not going to worry about those. I get as close as I can. Lately I'm enjoying a fussy cut that is right to the edge, but sometimes I do like a little tiny bit of a white border around my fussy cuts, so it really depends on my mood. And certainly when you're first getting started with fussy cutting, that's a nice introduction into it because maybe it's not quite so overwhelming to just leave yourself a little bit of a white edge. But I find lately I enjoy taking it right down to the character that I'm cutting out, and then of course you go in with your ink and make sure that you darken up that fresh raw edge of the cut paper. So now I'm not sure how much of Samuel will fit on that page. I don't want to cut his name off, but he may lose his tail. Or we may wrap his tail around the page and it will be on the other side of the page, which can be a little charming, I think. Let's go around his hat and that will give us an idea, and we can take a look at the front page and see if that's going to work. That really helps me get my imagination going. Let's just take this down. There goes Samuel's cigarette. He can just look handsome without his cigarette. We don't smoke. So let's see. Oh, he is going to fit mostly. That's nice. And we will wrap his tail around the page. I think that will look cute. Yes, I like that. And, oh, bonus. Oh, and relief. You can still see 1887, so the shoe polish box doesn't cover the 1887. Happy about that, because that would that's more important to me than anything. Now I wonder if I could put you, just part of you, over here, as if you're approaching. Yeah, that might work. I'm not giving up on you yet, little kitten. So, again, not exciting today, but I thought I'd include you in. Some people find not only fussy cutting themselves, find it relaxing, which I certainly do, but watching videos of people fussy cutting, it can be relaxing. Sometimes if there's too much fussy cutting, I've been known to pause, or else it's also nice. The really good videographers, I guess that's the word I'm looking for, who know how to edit, know how to fast forward through all this. I don't know that. So this time, since we're just having a little visit anyways, I'm getting Samuel ready, I figured we can hang out together while I get this done. I used my new coffee mug for the first time this morning. I was wondering if hubby would notice that it says Cozy Winter Vibes, because I don't think he would. That poor man works very hard in cold weather. I'm not sure. I'm not sure he necessarily thinks of cozy winter vibes until he gets home from a hard day's work and he's cold and wants to warm his bones up. The poor man. But he loves what he does, so he doesn't complain too much. And he is able to go in and out and warm up and go back out and work on whatever it is he wants to work on. But in the outer, there's an outer part of his building that can get cold. It's not heated. There we go. He's coming along. We're going to need, I'm going to get my glass and cut that little window out. That's always fun. It's just a nice little extra detail, especially when you know for certain that the backgrounds are not the same color. See, that white would show up, and that would bother me. So I just find my little glass. It's just the glass out of an old picture frame that I got on sale at one of my thrift stores, and then the edge. Sorry, I'm looking for my, oh, there you are. Looking for my X-Acto. The edges were still sharp, so I just covered them with duct tape. Now you do have to be careful when it's a tiny little area like this. It would be very easy to cut right through his walking stick. Little miss, you're pacing. Do you have to go and do some... Do you have to have a visit outside, little miss? I can hear you. You're probably wondering who I'm talking to. And I'm talking to the people. Yeah, I'm talking to our friends, our junk journal-y friends. You probably think I'm just crazy. You're probably thinking that human who adopted me, she's crazy. No, I don't want to cover up that 1887. So he may have to come back here. Yes. Okay, I like that. So we may very well... Let me just start on this little kitty and see if this is something that we want. We do want to pursue, or if not, then I will just stop before I do too much work on fussy cutting him or her. Probably a him. That was usually, back in the day, a male job to do. Polishing shoes out on the street corners. Alright, let's see. So if we do that, then it looks like he's reaching and coming closer. And then I could wrap those little tails around as well. Yes, I think that will work fine. Alright, so, and I have somebody pacing behind me here, so I do think I need to take her out. But I thought I'd show you my plans for Samuel. Oh, I have to trim his heel. I didn't get his heel. That little spot right there. There we go. Okay, good. That looks nice. We can see the 1887. We can see Samuel Titmarsh. And I'm going to head out and take a little friend out, so in case she needs to do anything, she can. That's going to look cute. Yep, I like that. And the 1887 is still evident. All right, take care. Thanks for joining me today. Hope you have a great rest of your week, and we'll talk soon. Bye. Oh, say hi down below. I'll say hi back. Don't be shy.